Hi, Jane. As we discussed before, we might be ready to transition our sessions. How have things been for you? What emotions are coming up for you now that you're ending your program and going into the field of social work?
I still feel a bit anxious and a bit overwhelmed about going into social work field. I know I've worked really hard the past 2 years and I'm really proud of my accomplishments. However, I still have like a little inkling that maybe I'm not ready or prepared for social work.
Yeah, it is a very big step. When you say you're anxious, what exactly is it you're thinking about?
I still feel scared that I'll end up failing and that it'll mean that I've chosen the wrong career. There are times where I'm able to manage the fear, but it's still there. But I'm also excited about my journey into social work, and I feel like therapy has helped me become more confident in my abilities.
Yeah. Well, remember what we discussed about self talk and positive affirmations in the moments where you doubt your abilities?
Yeah, this does help me when I remember to give myself that kindness and reassurance. Positive affirmations definitely help when I'm feeling anxious, and it reminds me why I've decided to go into social work.
I'm really glad to hear it helps. Now, let's examine where you feel you are in relation to this goal of overcoming this fear of change, which is one of the main goals we were working towards. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being unaccomplished and 10 being fully accomplished, what is the score you would give?
At this time, I feel like I'm an 8 out of 10. I feel fairly confident since I've started therapy and I've adopted healthy coping mechanisms and tools to counteract my anxiety. I'm also very excited for my new job and the opportunities it will bring. I was a bit apprehensive and nervous at first. However, I've reminded myself that I'm meant to be here.
Well, I can tell that the opportunities your new job is going to provide exhilarate you. I'm pleased to know that you will achieve your goal of becoming a social worker and have a position that will allow you to feel empowered.
Yeah, I feel like the MSW program and my internship placement have really helped me develop my skills and abilities. Before starting therapy, I had difficulty identifying my strengths. However, speaking to you in our meetings has made me aware of my own capabilities and my strengths.
I want to thank you and applaud you on being able to feel comfortable to speak with me and share your feelings with me. You have been able to identify your strengths while coming to counseling the last 2 years for every month. I remember in the past, it seemed like you were apprehensive about starting therapy. I also appreciate the fact that you have been able to use coping techniques and grounding techniques to help support you in the future as a social worker.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the community that I built here on campus and the connections I have with students, staff, and professors have really helped me tremendously through my journey.
Well, based on evaluating your goals that we had set for yourself, I feel we could possibly start transitioning from in person therapy to over the phone. This will also give us the opportunity to check in on how you're still managing your goals.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable to me.
That's great. And thank you for your willingness to be able to meet over the phone. I wanted to share that our telephone session will still be confidential unless you feel that you will hurt or plan to hurt yourself or others. This would be when I have to break confidentiality. Also, be aware that before every session, I will ask you the address or location you are in just in case I have to call 911. Are you okay with that, Jane?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So, we will plan to have our sessions on the last Friday of every month at 10 a.m. for the next 3 months. And I will keep in mind that with your new work schedule, that may be subject to change. Are you comfortable with that, Jane?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with Fridays at 10 a.m.
So, Jane, after the next 3 sessions, if you feel comfortable, then we will terminate further therapy sessions. Please always know this is a safe place for you to feel accepted and empowered. Thank you again for allowing me to be here for you.
Yeah, I also want to thank you, Drea. I really learned a lot from our meetings together. These meetings have definitely helped me properly identify where I can use my skills in the future as a social worker. Thank you.